Hello and welcome to Mass Minutes with Melissa. We have a very special feast this Sunday at Mass. It is the feast and the celebration of Pentecost. It is also considered the birthday of our church because this is when Jesus appears to the disciples in the upper room and he gives them the gifts of the Holy Spirit. Listen to how Jesus does this. The Gospel according to John. Jesus said to his disciples, "If you love me, you will keep my commandments, and I will ask the Father, and he will give you another advocate to be with you always. Whoever loves me will keep my word, and my Father will love him, and we will come to him and make our dwelling place with him. Those who do not love me do not keep my words. Yet the word you hear is not mine, but that of the Father who sent me. I have told you this while I am with you. The Advocate, the Holy Spirit, whom the Father will send in my name, will teach you everything and remind you of all that I have told you." The Gospel of the Lord. So Jesus realizes that he will not be able to be with the disciples forever. So he is sending the third person of God to them to be with them always. The Trinity is kind of hard to wrap our heads around and understand. We talk about these three beings, these three entities, but that they are still one. How does that work? What is that like? Well, it's one of our great mysteries, but I have something here that I think might help you. So we have this candle, and it's lit, and it represents God, the light of the world. God sends us his Son, Jesus, to earth, and we are with Jesus. And then Jesus sends the disciples the Holy Spirit. Maybe as we hear today, the Advocate. Remember all those names we talked about? We had one flame, and from that flame came Jesus and the Holy Spirit. When these are together, the flame is brighter, but yet it is still one flame. God calls us, Jesus asks us to go out and make disciples and to share the word and to share God, the light, with others. Pretty amazing, isn't it? So when God sends Jesus, who sends us the Holy Spirit, they send him with 7 gifts of the Holy Spirit. We receive the Holy Spirit in these gifts in baptism, and they're renewed throughout confirmation. But we can always pray for these 7 gifts. Do you know what some of them are? Go ahead and pause and see how many you and your family can remember. All right, here they are. Wisdom, knowing God's love and truth in our minds and our hearts. The gift of understanding, to know who God is, to be called by name, and to open our eyes and our hearts to God. Fear of the Lord. This doesn't mean we're afraid of God. This means we are in awe of him. Sometimes people will call this gift the gift of awe and wonder, because we wonder at God's greatness and his love for us. The next gift is counsel. Help in choosing to do good. We all need that, don't we? We need all of these, but I feel counsel is one we all really need. The next one is knowledge. This means that we know God and we know his truths. Strength. Sometimes you'll hear this one called fortitude. That's a fancy word for strength. The strength to follow Jesus, the Good Shepherd, to do what he calls us to do. And the seventh one is piety, that special and deep love for God. So this week, think about those 7 gifts. What gift do you feel you have strong in your body right now? And what gifts can you pray to the Holy Spirit and say, Holy Spirit, please give me more piety. Give me more counsel. Think about those. Spend some time in prayer and think about what gift of the Holy Spirit you would like to have more of. Now this Sunday, Pentecost color is celebrated by red, a great feast and great love. So if you're thinking on Sunday morning when you get dressed or Saturday night, put something red on. I think you'll see a lot of red at Mass this weekend. God bless.